Declutter your mind, declutter your life. Does your brain feel like a browser with 50 tabs open, all playing different sounds at once? You're constantly juggling thoughts about work deadlines, family responsibilities, that awkward conversation from last week, and what you're making for dinner tonight. This mental clutter isn't just annoying, it's sabotaging your focus, ramping up your anxiety, and leaving you feeling mentally exhausted before noon. But here's the good news. Just like decluttering your physical space, you can declutter your mind using simple, proven strategies. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to clear the mental mess, regain your focus, and create space for what actually matters. First, let's understand what mental clutter actually is. It's the accumulation of unfinished thoughts, unresolved decisions, and emotional baggage that crowds your headspace. Think of it like having a cluttered desk, except this desk is in your brain, and you can't physically see the mess. Every unfinished task, every what-if scenario, every grudge you're holding takes up valuable mental real estate and processing power. The first step to mental decluttering is what I call the brain dump. This is where you externalize all those swirling thoughts. Find a quiet moment, even 5 minutes works, and let your mind wander freely. Don't judge the thoughts, just observe them. Then capture these thoughts externally. Write them down, record a voice memo, or type them into your phone, whatever feels natural. You'll be amazed at how much lighter you feel once all those mental sticky notes are out of your head and somewhere visible. Next comes categorization. Sort your brain dump into 3 buckets: things you can control, things you can't control, and things that need action. For things you can't control, like other people's opinions, or the weather practice, the art of mental release. Acknowledge them, then let them go. For things that need action, either do them immediately if they take less than 2 minutes, or schedule them for later. The second major strategy is creating what I call mental boundaries. Your brain needs designated times for different types of thinking. Set specific times for worry, planning, and creative thinking. This might sound counterintuitive, but scheduled worry time actually reduces overall anxiety. When anxious thoughts pop up outside of worry time, gently remind yourself to save them for the designated slot. Your brain will learn this pattern. This creates mental boundaries that prevent different types of thinking from bleeding into inappropriate times like problem solving during relaxation. The third technique is what neuroscientists call cognitive offloading. This means using external systems to remember things so your brain doesn't have to. Create reliable systems for capturing information, tracking commitments, and managing your schedule. When your brain trusts these systems, it stops holding on to everything. This could be as simple as a notepad by your bed for late-night thoughts, or a digital task manager that syncs across all your devices. The key is consistency. Your brain needs to trust that if it lets go of information, you'll be able to find it again when needed. Now let's talk about emotional decluttering. Unresolved emotions are some of the biggest space hogs in our mental landscape. That argument with your partner, the feedback from your boss, the disappointment about a missed opportunity. These create emotional residue that clouds your thinking. The solution isn't to ignore these emotions, but to process them intentionally. Acknowledge what you're feeling without judgment. Journaling for just 5 minutes can help you understand what's really bothering you, and often reveals solutions you hadn't considered. Physical movement is another powerful emotional processor. A quick walk, can literally help you step away from stuck emotional patterns. The fourth strategy addresses what I call decision fatigue clutter. Every unmade decision takes up mental bandwidth, even tiny ones. What to wear, what to eat, which email to answer first, these micro decisions accumulate and drain your mental energy throughout the day. Combat this by making decisions quickly for low-stakes choices and creating default options for recurring decisions. Steve Jobs wore the same style of clothing every day to eliminate decision fatigue. You don't need to go that far, but the principle works. For bigger decisions, set a deadline and stick to it. A good decision made quickly is often better than a perfect decision made too late. Here's where most people go wrong with mental decluttering. They try to do everything at once, which just creates more mental chaos. Instead, pick one area to focus on for a week. Maybe it's doing a brain dump every morning, or setting boundaries around worry time. Mental decluttering is like physical exercise. Consistency beats intensity. 5 minutes daily is better than 1 hour weekly. As you practice these techniques, you'll notice something remarkable. Your mind becomes quieter, your focus sharper, and your anxiety levels drop significantly. You'll have more mental energy for the things that actually matter: your relationships, your goals, your creativity, your peace of mind. Remember, mental decluttering isn't about having no thoughts, it's about having intentional thoughts and letting go of the mental junk that doesn't serve you. Your mind is your most valuable real estate. Start treating it that way, and watch how quickly your entire life begins to feel more spacious, focused, and intentional.